Just make sure it's working. So I suggest just for the warm-up, a few words about yourself, Maria, and about Rokka AI, and then Shachar, a few words about yourself and about NetNut, shortly.
Thank you, Yorai. My name is Maria. I am CTO of Rokka. Rokka is a web intelligence tool. The idea is that we collect a lot of data from different web sources and build on top of that predictive analytics, regular analytics, giving to our clients understanding what's going on inside the domain, and help to build on top of that strategy. And
you came to Israel at the age of 16 on your own.
Yeah, right. This is part of my journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Shachar Daniel. I'm the CEO of NetNut. NetNut is a data collection company. Basically, we are data enablers for all of those that data is the oxygen. And of course, nowadays, and this is the reason for this panel, it's all the AI companies and LLMs that basically needs data in order to provide updated and accurate information for their customers. So we have IP proxy, we have scrapers, we have collectors, we are selling data sets, and we are one of the biggest vendors in this space, according to today.
Thank you. So, like in one jump to what you said, if we were sitting here a year ago, could we talk differently? What happened in the year of 2025 for both of you as data players? You're on one side on collecting, and you're on the other side on providing insights based on data. What have changed through 2025?
So basically, this year, in our space at least, the revolution knocked on our door. So we talked and we knew all the time that AI, LLM, AI engine without data was almost nothing. But in this year, in 2025, the biggest players of the world, it looks like that they just now in the stage of developing the final stages of their products, and they need data in scale that we didn't know till today. For example, if at the beginning of this year, the amount of data or traffic that went through our systems was around 5 peta, just 8 months after, it's around 60 to 70 peta. So it grew almost 12, 13 times because these LLMs needs data and data in scale. And basically they are getting into the game without knowing what will be the end results. Meaning, if you hear all these founders that say, I want to be part of the game now, I don't care if it will be profitable, it will not be profitable, I'm not sure what is the business model, but I cannot allow myself to be out of this AI game, and it's become a competition between all these biggest companies of the world, and they are willing to spend money and spend money, really a big money. So this is what we saw this year.
On your side, what have changed this year?
Oh, well, to continue the idea, of course, people want, our customers at least, want more data because now all the field of understanding the domain is thriving with all those things that you can just ask any Perplexity chat and it's finding you the data in the internet. Like for us, for example, a year ago, our customers were okay with data that just includes some keywords. Today, they want to understand the whole domain, meaning to go further from the first cycle of collection to the second cycle to the third cycle, to get not only understanding of their own topic, but to see the whole thing, the whole domain. So from our side, we need to operate on much larger amounts of data and to analyze much more data in each hour. That's finally, in the end, more GPU or API LLMs. Not all the customers are okay with sending data to the API, so sometimes it's GPU, it's adjusting the models to run fast, in deciding on the interface for the model itself. So a lot of things about more data, more analytics, and more work eventually.
And where do you see the bottleneck here? Is it getting the data? Is it processing it, inference mode, training? What is the bottleneck here?
It's an interesting question because from one side, collection is, of course, the main thing because you need the data to be able to process it, and you need a lot of data. So writing the code that is efficient for collection or getting or buying data sets is, of course, the main issue. And after that, when we're talking about the analytics, well, most API models give you an option to enlarge your throughput because the defaults that we get from the clouds are basically rather small. So when you have medium clients, you need very high throughput rates to be able to process all the data that you collect. And sometimes there is a bottleneck about finding the cloud providers that is okay with going with your limits and giving you the high limitations, like low limitation, high volumes. So basically, I think that we have two things together to be able to monitor. Also, the part of the data collection is very heavy, but also the part of the analytics, we need to balance it all the time.
Thank you. So, Shachar, NetNut is one of the leading, maybe one of the largest platform for data collection. It's a matter of not only the quality, but also acting as an infrastructure. What challenges do you have recently with trying to solve bottlenecks and trying to solve the real-time issues sometimes?
So basically, it's a kind of, you can look at it vice versa. The challenges are, let's say the challenges of all the data collection space is our opportunities. Without challenges, basically we worth nothing. So, but if you ask from our point of view what are the challenges, so I talked about the scale just a few minutes ago. So let's say that today in our R&D, the DevOps team become the most critical team because in this scale, with full geographic coverage, the download, the upload, become network issues, real network issues of a huge scale. And it brings two challenges. One is the performance, because our customers are very, very sensitive to performance, meaning speed, zero downtime, high availability. And second, the cost. We are a profitable company. We are not in the dream and the stories stage. And we need to stay profitable. And I'm talking about the gross, meaning the profitability, not the R&D, the profitability of the product. And the major part of let's call it the cost of goods, is the servers, the infrastructure. And if we will not be efficient, and we will not know how to translate this huge scale to profits, it was nothing at the end of the day, because we are here to make money. So this is the biggest challenge, and now that you are facing these days, because like in any other aspect, when the amounts are going up, the price per unit goes down, and you need to translate it to the price of this unit with your suppliers, which are basically the infrastructure and the server suppliers, and you need to be much more efficient. Otherwise, you will not have a profitable business, and if it will be the case, so it's not good.
It's game over, right? We are entering the times of agentic AI, agents working with agents. How does that imply on your strategic view? How could data collection work with those agents, automated agents, autonomous agents in the future? What are the plans?
Yeah, so as I see it, it's the stage where AI, from just being a consultant, becomes a worker, a real worker. And from being, when you're a consultant, like in the real life, so you're not so strategic, but when you are working, so you become very, very strategic. So basically our as we see it, we are, the agents are the workers, and we are the digital road. We provide them the platform to go smoothly through the websites, to get in without being blocked, to get accurate, transparent, and of course, real-time data. It's all about real-time, because today the LLMs and the developers understand that just to get synthetic data when it's not in a real time, it's like to read the newspaper of yesterday. Yeah, it's interesting, but it's not relevant. So all of this together, basically, as we see it now, we become a strategic platform for our customers. Meaning, if we go down for 1 second, something strategically in the enterprise is not working now, and the bots or the agents basically cannot work, and we can take down millions of dollars for our customers. So it means that we need to be much more robust. We need to have high availability. We cannot go to even 1 second down, and it comes with advantages. And of course, the disadvantages is that if something happened in Friday night, the CEO of this enterprise knows it, and then you can be on fire.
There goes the right. So Maria, Shachar mentioned accuracy. Are you for more accuracy or more volume when discussing data?
Yeah.
If you have to take a decision,
always want
of course you want it accurate and more data, but it's a matter of cost and balance. So try to help us to understand, is there any shift on what you expect to get from your data, or how do you take this?
Actually, I think that, of course, most of our customers want all the data to be sure that we analyze all the data that can be possibly relevant. But actually, on the other side, there is a lot of underlying logic that we need to do. For example, we can't analyze raw data as it is. We need, first of all, to summarize it in some way. So every item arriving to our system gets some kind of summarization that is based on what is most important to our clients. So we don't miss the important part of information, but we clean it up not noise, but a little bit less relevant information. So a lot of pre-processing. And when we finally get the most important data from all of the data that can be possibly interesting, this is where the accuracy is starting to be the most important metric. For our site, we are building our accuracy and our transparency on top of our transparency, because first of all, how we define accuracy. For each client, the domain is a little bit different, and his objective is a little bit different. And for some of them, specific part of information can be very crucial, and it's textual information. How we understand if it's crucial? We run the prompts. But in the end, given the transparency, for example, we're running on the top of land graph architecture. That's their logs, actually giving you the whole picture, how model thought and why it opened this specific tool and not another, and how agents were talking one to another. So this, first of all, giving our clients understanding how exactly what type of data and where from, and how this data was fresh. So basically, transparency, I think, currently is even more important than accuracy, because accuracy can be curated based on the transparency that we give.
And do you feel that now the cost issue is a big matter in your case?
Well, yes, of course. We try to to make our analytics more and more efficient, because when you're talking about the large amounts of data, every token is, it's costly eventually. So we try different techniques. For example, as I said, summarizing data before analyzing it deeper, giving relevant score to the data.
So you are deploying technology, algorithms, so forth to lower costs, right? So would you expect to get that from your infrastructure provider, from your collecting facility, to give it more summarized or more accurate or specific to lower your costs, or you prefer to do it on your own? Where's
it's
the line?
difficult, I think, for a side of infrastructure to know exactly in my code I use LLMs. So we built for ourselves different dashboards that summarize usage of tokens from different functions. So we exactly know which tool and which function adds the majority of tokens. And I kind of can see it being on side of infrastructure without shifting all the agent performance to the side of infrastructure, that making it actually to be already a logical part, not only infrastructure.
Thank you. So we don't have much time. Everybody are hurry for the lunch, I guess. I want to hear your perspective of the future. 2 years from now, how is it? How is your day life will look? I hope Friday is going to be more free. But how is it going to be, the relationship between the giants and the data consuming to your data factory? You're providing the fuel, you're providing the food. How is it going to be 2 years from now?
So I will divide my answer for two parts. The first part, which, and to be very honest, I think that now we are in a time that everything is unpredictable. Everything is unpredictable in this space, because it looks like the LLMs did not yet know what will be their business model and what will be the ROI for all these huge investments in this space. And of course, we can take many examples that today the LLMs are basically losing money on each search. So till then, it's a kind of a mess, and we just need to move with these customers and be part of this game also. Because the second part of my answer is that, of course, it's not a trend. Yes, it's here to stay forever, and something that is let's go to the biggest fact: without data, it's worth nothing. Yeah, it's like I'm giving the example all the time. If you take Albert Einstein and let him live in the jungle from his first day, he would a very smart monkey, but not the smartest man on earth, because without data, we cannot teach yourself. So data will be the new oil it becomes the new oil of our times. Data become very, very challenging. And we are here, of course, as one of the major tools for our customers in order to collect data. Data will become no more the CapEx, but will become OpEx, part of the cost of the real cost of their products. And it looks like that the real-time data, the hybrid, the hybrid combination between real-time data and instant data for models or for simulations, it will be the next big thing for years. And it looks like that our life are going to be very interesting. Hopefully, also will be profitable.
And still Fridays are Fridays.
It will be worse for this aspect, if you ask.
Maria? And if you also can say a word, but the world is going autonomous. AI is going to be like autonomous agents actively going around.
Yeah, I would say it in shift of our customers' mind, actually, that people are currently much more open to the idea that they can just ask question, receive the question, and receive the answer. And And actually, a lot of textual reports are also starting to be much more important than when it was a BI system with tons of graphs and numbers. Now, no one wanted, everyone wanted the bottom line, how I do the strategy, what I do, and please do it for me. I just only want to agree here that we're making the tools to run the job for us, not just to give the information.
We had this phrase when I was a student: give me the answers and I don't care the questions. So I guess this is where we're going, right? Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.